I live by the motto, and I tell it to people anytime anybody's listening, men and women. It goes both ways. As a man, the woman that you want, are you on her radar? Like, look at yourself, what you have, the intangibles, all the things you bring to a relationship. As a man, are you on the woman's radar that you're looking for? If it's a no, keep working. Just like for the women, you keep talking about you want this type of man, what you won't deal with, what you won't. Is he looking for you?
Thank you.
His company. If you're not, then you're not doing something, and figure out what that is and
What's
get
up,
yourself.
Rashad? Thank you for the gift.
And it really just comes down to that. It's about everybody keeping it real with themselves. But women who listen to these men who they already know they wouldn't give a chance anyway. The funny thing is, why are you letting them upset you? Like, I see women talk crazy about men. And I'll make a video just to get followed, but it's only just to have fun. It's only
It is
just
the truth, Zilla. That's why they get upset. That's why they get upset at you. That's why they get upset at. It's the truth. And like the truth is the truth at the end. The truth is uncomfortable. The truth hurts, but it's the truth at the end of the day. Because like you
yeah.
said, why are you letting a man that you say that you wouldn't entertain at all, that you wouldn't give the time of day, why are you letting him get you all in your feelings then? Because you know what he's saying applies to you and you know it's the truth. That's why
Mm-hmm.
all these women be out here talking about I'm not settling. How are you not settling and the type of man or the type of men that you want aren't showing any minute interest in you at all? You
But
never receive any significant minute interest from these men. These men don't look in your direction. These men don't spit in your direction. But you saying that you're not settling. What are you not settling for?
but men, just because I ain't attacking the women, just
Yeah.
because the men, you know what I'm saying? Those men who do that have insecurities. Those men who do that have nothing to bring to a woman in general. Any man that's going to attack a woman verbally simply because he's inadequate in his own inner foundation. That right there should disqualify him from even having a conversation with you. If I'm a woman, I'm walking away, and if I got mates, I'm keeping them in my hand just in case he get violent, or go get your gun license. He get to running up, put a hole in him. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? I think women, and they need to be a little bit more protected as far as like men are us being a little bit more accountable. As far as like being able to take rejection, being able to not go jump down a woman's throat because she don't want to talk to you. I see a lot of men have an attitude at a woman that won't give them their number. And I don't know how we can fix that as men. Me personally, I'm not gonna step in when you're getting beat up by a man and risk my
Me
life,
neither.
not
None of
be
my
here for
business.
my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that, but at the same time, I probably won't call 911 either. But I'll probably tap somebody on the shoulder that might call 911. That's me. I might do that. But I think in general, men we need the way we can hold each other accountable as far as being successful and trying to be in relationships and being better is that surround yourself around men that make you want to do better. Like if you hang around dudes that's kicking it all week and they ain't making no money, like that ain't gonna motivate you. I hang around dudes that make so much more money than me. You know what I'm saying? Every woman I've ever dealt with has always made more money than me. Not too much more, but like literally have made more. And that's just because these women are women that I always thought was out of my league, but because I could talk to them because they liked it. The atmosphere I gave them. I had a chance, and they was like, I'm like, oh, let me give them a chance. You know what I'm saying? That's all you need as a man is a chance. And some opportunities with some women work, some don't. You know what I'm saying? But it's the experiences at the end of the day. I've had great experiences, but at the same time, I'm still a single man. Now I can call and a woman can come over. I'm not bragging, but I'm just saying I have options to do what I want, but at the same time, I don't have that actual woman that I would want for me. And to be honest, I wouldn't even know how to look for. And that's my own thing to fix so that I can know where to find this type of woman.
But last thing before you go, Zilla, like you
Yeah.
said, men should be hanging around and spending time with other men that like motivate them to want to do better for themselves. But like, see, Zilla, you see how you said like you have your own spot here in the city. Like you said, you can call a woman and have her come over. So it's like you're not angry at a woman because you do have relationships with women. But like
Absolutely.
Zilla, if you and me was like at exchange or somewhere, we was just somewhere downtown, and some dude came and he was just saying he wasn't saying anything positive about women at all. He just seemed like he was just so resentful of women. Would you think that that man has any positive relationships with women at all?
I would say that he going home alone. He finna be jacking off in the nighttime, and you know what I'm saying. I'm sorry that whatever experiences he been through in his life has molded him into this very bitter man. It sounds like a lot of the men that come on this this platform to spew out so much hate towards women simply because they don't get access to them. It ain't because they don't, they don't want the woman. It's just that the woman don't want them. You know what I'm saying? And instead of fixing the things and making themselves wantable or approachable or desirable, they figure I don't need to change. Just like women, I don't need to change. And that ain't gonna get you nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I know that.
And that's my point. That's my point, though. Zillow. It's like, bro, hey, mad lady, how you doing? It's like, bro, okay, so it's like you clearly, like, you clearly got something against women, like you said, because of whatever experiences that you've had, or you just not having, like, success in women. Brother, getting on public forums and talking negatively about women is not going to help the situation. Like, that's not attractive. That's why I be telling these women that be in their like mid-30s, early 40s on here talking about there's no good men, this, that, and the third. Like, sorry, ladies, like, you're not making yourself more attractive to like men that are single and are looking for women. Like, you literally are on here bashing men.
There's a small pool of men. Let's just be honest. I'm not trying to knock older women. But there are a small pool of men that are looking for older women. Because you got to remember, the older men are not even to the standards of those older women. So they've already X'd them out. So they're looking to get some of these younger men or get men that are older men that's established. An older man that's established don't want an older woman. He want a young woman. He might not want an 18-year-old. He might not want a Michael Jordan type woman. You know what I'm saying? A young girl. But he gonna want, if he in his 40s, he might want a 25, 30. You know what I'm saying?
Zilla, I've already told them that like
So,
older men they prioritize youth and beauty.
absolutely.
They've tried to like sit up here and tell me that I can get this, that, and the third. I'm like, you're highly mistaken if you think men even your age are looking for women your age. No, they're looking for the good looking 25, 26-year-old. They willing to spend money on her. They willing to use their resources on her, and that's who they want to be with. They don't want to be with you.
Who's going to be more? What you get is they're more appreciative, and you can get better. You're going to get a more of a return from it. Let's just say, look, if you're well off and you got your money,
and bro, stop speaking hypothetically, because you are 35, and I know you said I know you said you did get to a point where you do like to deal with women that are kind of like in your age range, and
oh yeah,
but before you got there though, you was on a young wave, like you
yeah,
was
of
right.
course. Yeah. But that's because I look younger than 35. So if I was like women, when I approach people and I tell people my age, they be like, "Oh, you can't be that." You feel me? But at the same time, I'm not knocking. I love older women. There are older women that's putting younger women to shame. The only difference is that the only knock on them is their age, not their beauty, not their smarts, not the things that they bring in a relationship, not how good of a woman they are. The only knock on them for some men, which is crazy, is their age. So what I'm saying is that a man, that's enough for some men to be like,
Yeah.
she's checking all my boxes, but the age, I can get that same package in a younger woman. I'm just saying. So if you're given the option of that as a man, you can get everything the same, whether in a 25-year-old or a 35-year-old. You're gonna pick the 25-year-old. It's nothing against the 30-year-old, but you're going to pick the 25-year-old, and that's just how it goes. That doesn't mean that she's less desirable. That doesn't mean that men don't want her. It just means that if you're giving the majority of men an option, they're gonna choose younger, and that's just how it is. And just like a woman, if you choose to deal with a man who got money or a man that don't got money, you're gonna pick the man. This man who don't got money might be a great man. He might never put his hands on you. He might treat you right, might cook, might do all the things that this man who got all the money won't do. The man who got the money gonna tell you, you don't got no voice in this relationship. Don't ask me about nothing. I pay the bills in here. Don't turn on, you know what I'm saying? Like he gonna control everything versus this other man, he gonna work with you, he gonna listen to you, he gonna confide in you, he gonna invest in you emotionally and spiritually. The other man ain't gonna do that, but she gonna pick the finances because what society tell her. You need to be stable financially before you can be
It's
stable
not even what
emotionally.
society tells her, bro. That's just woman nature. Like that, and I've had this conversation before too. Like, I think it's very interesting how, and I had this conversation with her. I was like, it's very interesting to me how they be trying to talk about, the whole grooming situation thing is very interesting to me because younger woman, and I've had women on here tell me, multiple women, even in real life. This is what am I saying is fact. Women do desire like older men. They desire older men with money and resources. Like
Yeah.
25-year-old Noble cannot do for a woman his age what a 40-year-old man or a 45-year-old man can. So, like, it's not, I don't know. It's getting to a point though where it's like it's becoming very, very much little about the personality and very much more so about what you have and what you can do for me. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
Say your last words
Hey.
to men that subscribe to this stuff, but they not, they not the men that, they not Andrew Tate. They not a multimillionaire, but they try to jack the same ideologies that these men have. Say your last words to these men.
No, I had seen somebody wrote said, no, he looked 35 to me. I was just laughing at that because I was like, that's funny. But listen, I don't want to be young. I had mine young. I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to do none of that extra stuff that y'all fools got going on. Y'all have fun with that. I think that in general, I'm all about holding myself accountable and the people I'm around. I heard a woman told me that if one of my friends wasn't paying his child support, would I still be friends with him? I said, absolutely. That's not my responsibility to make this man pay his child support. He should be enough of a man himself to do it. Am I gonna remind him? No, that ain't that's not nothing I gotta do. I just feel like, people have different parts of their life. I mean, that's just something that I just don't feel like I need to subscribe to. I think that if he was out here beating a woman, then I probably wouldn't deal with him. Or if he was out here mistreating a woman or exploiting her, yeah. But that child support thing is just so dicey that I just feel like that's just too broad. We don't know the circumstances behind it. So I just didn't want to get into it with her. And she didn't like that answer. She felt like I should just cut him loose if he wasn't paying his child support. But my final words would be that as men, any of you men that's in here, at the end of the day, yeah, I'm 35. But one day, if you're younger than 35, you will get to this age. And you don't want to get to this age and not be established because it looks even worse. It look bad now as a young man to not be established because a lot of these young women that's getting to it. Some of them probably make more than me. You feel me? And they've been doing it. Right. And you as a man, just think about that right now. If you're not there right now and you get to 35 and you still not there, what you think? The gap is only going to get bigger because she's not going to stop progressing. She's not going to stop making money. She's not going to bend and fold because you're not configuring. At some point, she's going to meet or deal with or put herself in a situation to get somebody, and it ain't going to be you because you ain't even put yourself in position to be seen by her. So work on yourself as men before you go out here and chase and try to dictate what women do with their lives. Control your own life first before you try to control someone else's. That's all I would say.
Facts. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, my brother.
All right, have a good one.